in Minneapolis. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Smith going to look to throw right away. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
A first carry for Rachaad White. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. These two teams, you may remember, they met in Minnesota earlier in the year with the Vikings coming out victorious. So if they can win here in Minnesota, they get a sweep of the season series. 2nd and 9. Geno now to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Again, that's Watkins. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
First down, here's White. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They keep it on the ground. White again. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Now Geno. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Nice call by the defense there on third down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The Vikings at 11-4 now on the year. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
On 2nd and 11 now. Burrow. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. This defense for the Bears, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
Yeah, we're definitely in top form and pitched a shutout, as a matter of fact. That's the cherry on top of a great week of preparation. And you know what? These guys are eager to keep it going. So motivation this week, not an issue.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 39. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Play action. It's Burrow. Out to his left. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Burrow will throw. And he comes back with one complete. And so close, he gets it to the one. Out of bounds right there. A big play that time on a catch and run. 38 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll give it to Mixon, and he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Joe Mixon, that's his 19th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to bring up second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Throwing again on second down. Smith. And one more time, that's Watkins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Smith. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Off of play action, here's Smith. Going deep here for Watkins. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, Pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with White. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Robinson will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Well, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, they looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4, fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
And McGinnis with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Mixon. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Mixing up the middle. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
2nd and 10. Inside handoff to Mixon. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Two minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. And the Bears in the nickel. No, wait, they're in the dime. 6 DBs out there on 3rd.
Could play an exotic coverage.
Now it's Burrow. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
That's a big conversion there on third down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Mixon will try the right side. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Now Burrow. This goes out wide from Mixon. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a third down gain of 4.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And the Bears are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And leading 10-7, and they may just want to get this to the locker room. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
I think you have to chalk that one up for the defense there. Someone right on the spot. Excellent coverage. Didn't leave him enough room to come down inbounds, even though he did catch the football.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Geno. He's going deep for Brown. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former Bear, Adrian Amos. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
A handoff to Mixon. And he'll go down at the 28. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
11 MT, 12, 12, 12.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Dumps it off to Mixon. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's a run with Mixon. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Jamal Agnew, as time expires in the first half. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Tucker with the extra point, and that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
11, 11. 11, 11, 11, 11.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart, because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
58 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Big 13. Big 13.
Again, it's Mixon. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Here's a give to Mixon. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Here's second and 10. Burrow on play action. Sliding out of the pocket. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. 25 yards that time.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up first and goal.
Now Joe Mixon. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Another try for Mixon, and he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Here's Mixon. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Smith. He's going to look deep for Watkins. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. A huge play there for Chicago. 48 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Hot 70, hot 70.
A shotgun snap for Smith. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
60 Bowcat, 60 Bowcat. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Now back to throw. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And the Vikings are going to beef up their secondary here. 6 DBs on 3rd. They will run with White out of the shotgun. But he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Opting to run again here with White. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's a quick throw right side. Touchdown Bears! Quez Watkins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Austin McGinnis out for the extra point. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game. Well, McGinnis with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack? Or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Once again, they run with Mixon, and he powers his way up past the 30. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. On the run, it's Mixon. Well, he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here we go. Hey, Cam. 11.
They'll run with Mixon. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
11 mighty.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it's 2nd down.
Hey, let's face it, you could put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
11 coming.
Here's Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll run with Mixon. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 112 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Joe Mixon taking it in from 24 yards out. And the Vikings look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Smith. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. But such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive, because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run on.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Joe Mixon punching it in from a yard away. And the Vikings stretch this 4th quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Smith looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Out route, and it's complete to Brown. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down. Smith now to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Smith. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Touchdown! Hollywood, Marquise Brown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. McGinnis with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Mixon with it. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Vikings, they improved their mark to 12-4 with one game to go. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the prove. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the prove. You gotta choose. Yeah, I jump out the booth. Then I might hop through the roof. Count on the rings. My team is the truth, but they some liars to you. And they never sing, but they always shoot. And all of their diamonds are new. And that's why I'm here with villain, cause I really get it. And I need all my honeys in blue. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Make a choice. I need 100 pack for my boys. Deep be hating and talking and hating. I bet you I kill the noise. I've been a man like I'm Peyton. I boost up my rating. You know how I play with toys. Pop out on any occasion, get standing ovations. They can't help it but rejoice. They all wanna follow me, cause I got my foot on the opposition neck and ain't no apologies. 100 yards, you know I own all the property. Daddy's home, you know I own all the property. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. 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 Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah. Hey, check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line. Do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. You ain't made it till you got stylists. Go out and shop for you.